What is good, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. It is time for a brand new transfer talk. 4 days until the Premier League campaign kicks off. 7 days until Leeds United kick off our campaign against Everton. It is creeping up quickly. It is coming up fast. Are we prepared? Not fully. The foundations are good. We just need that creativity and goal scoring to add to it. We need it done this week, people. Has to be this week, doesn't it? We're going to get into that. Going to get into fullback talk as well. And of course, rival watch. First of all, a player we've been linked with for a while now. We know the deadline is approaching on his transfer release clause. Bilal El Khannouss watched the game on the weekend. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday now. And I got to say, yesterday, I took a whole day off from looking at news and rumors, a whole day off. I didn't completely switch off because I did look at the Leicester game and think, let me see what El Khannouss is doing. I do see, but I do put it in context of what it was. As it says here, most chances created 4, big chances created 3, assists 2. One of the assists shouldn't happen. Okay, it's one of those where it's championship football. You know what you're going to get, especially with the kind of defense that Sheffield Wednesday have got. The ball literally, I mean, it should have been cleared maybe 3 times before it got to Vestergaard. But it's an assist anyway. But I'm talking overall, Bilal El Khannouss's performance was just really good. And it's one of those where you can see he's playing a level below where he should be. He shouldn't be where he is. And I do think that he will be moving before the deadline. No doubt about it. Will it be to Leeds United? Who knows? Still no word about what's happened on the meeting. Had no updates from Sasha Tavalieri of where that's at. How much the interest has gone in, as personal terms been agreed, no, nothing. But what I would say, if Leeds United are serious about getting this one done, let's get this done, because teams around us are moving, and we're going to get into that as well in Rival Watch, even though one of the teams for me aren't relegation rivals. But it's one of these things now. Leeds need to shape up the squad more. We need to get more attacking options, more creativity in there, and this could be one of the solutions, especially at the price point that is at. When you've seen some of the prices for other players, people, this is a price that I would happily accept in this current transfer market. 24.5 million is a drop in the ocean compared to what we're seeing for other players right now. So Bilal El Khannouss as well. There was, supposed interest from Tottenham. But Tottenham are in for Savinho from Man City. They're also looking at a couple of other players as well that would play in his position, as well as what they've already got. So I'm not sure how realistic that interest is. I do think the Leipzig one is the one to look out for, which is what I said in the previous video in regards to El Khannouss not caring about European football. People think it's just directly to us. I think it's to do with Leipzig too, who don't have European football this season. So Leeds need to act quickly, or at least get their presentation in, the parade video in before, Leipzig could pounce, because otherwise it will get, very, very tough to get the signing done, shall we say, when we see what's happened over the summer. But yeah, he was impressive. Again, I do, context is key, is the championship, but I'm looking for other things in the player, and it is more the general play in terms of just how he is poised. He was pressing from the front as well, which is going to be big in a Farker system. He seems to have all the ingredients ready. And if he's going to take that next step, let it be with this football club. And then 24.5 will probably turn into 60, 70 in the future for Leeds United. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens with this in the coming days. Nathan Tella is someone that's been linked, but I'm not going to spend too long on this one. This is a no for me. For me, he's never been impressive for me in the Premier League. He's done okay in Germany, and I mean okay. His best time was at Burnley when they got promoted under Vincent Kompany. He looked brilliant in the championship in that year. But for me, at the price point they're talking as well, and again, you're talking 20 million here. If we had outstanding talents already, and I mean like undeniables, like we're all hopeful that Ramazani, Nanto, and James will be, driving forces for us. But there's doubts there, isn't there? There's like, can they do it? We'll see. We can't add Nathan Tella to that. We need someone that is going to be outstanding to add to what we've got. And for me, Nathan Tella isn't that. There's other Premier League teams interested in him as well. West Ham have got an interest as well, as amongst others. Let them take the risk on it, because I don't think it's worth the risk for Leeds to even do this one. So I'm going to move on from this one to someone who I do think would be worthwhile. This was mentioned by Graham Smith. He didn't even like tweet it out. He just put it in the article somewhere, just hidden, because it's only interest in Nicolás González, Argentine winger, but he can play anywhere, central midfield, up front, you name it, he can do it. Now, this would be someone I would be very interested in, but at this point, people, there's nothing more than interest. Like with so many players, there's nothing more than interest. We haven't gone for talks. There's no planned talks. Is literally Leeds like the player. I'm sure Leeds like a lot of players. So for me, there's no point going in depth in this one. But what I'm saying, the difference between Tella and Gonzalez is Gonzalez for me is a game changer. And don't look too much at what happened at Juventus. Like with so many of the players that go there, it didn't work out for him. Think of him from his time in Germany, Argentina, Fiorentina. The guy's a baller internationally as well. He is a baller, good in the air as well. There's just so much to like. But again, there's nothing more on that one. So I don't want to get too deep into it because I don't know how serious the interest actually is apart from that. But he would be a great addition. Someone that apparently Italian reports are saying has rejected us, even though this is the first thing I'd heard of it, is Andrea Pinamonti, former Wonder Kid football manager. Players will know this one, Wonder Kid on FM. He's 26 now. Time has moved on. But apparently he has said no to Leeds over the weekend. I did not know he was in for him. But okay, we'll move on from that one. And just a note on this one as well. The official account, our official social media, put this out in terms of the numbers that we've been taking for preseason friendlies, and obviously there's mixed numbers in there. But the point is that Leeds have been taking a large, amount of fans everywhere. And if you saw the videos of Dublin pictures and everything else, and that's what I go to when I talk about the potential of this football club and how great it should be, and why I thought we'd probably have a different transfer window that we've had so far. Just so I'm saying, so far, living document. It's not finished yet, but this is why, because we generate so much money, so much interest. The fan base is absolutely huge, and for me, it's not realizing its full potential yet. Now, yes, the aim of the game this season is to survive. 17th, we're celebrating people, and then we build on from there. But I just feel this is why I keep my standards so high. If these numbers start to dwindle, if the money's coming into Leeds United starts to dwindle, my expectations will go with it. But while we are as big as we are, and the official accounts can brag about this, give us the team to match it as well. Give us players to match it. That's what I would say in regards to these kind of numbers, because we always know Leeds will take more. It's the old adage: Leeds will take more. Talking about our first opponents of the season. And I know some of you consider them relegation rivals. I don't, people. And I didn't, and I've said this, and I've been consistent with this with Everton. Everton are going to sign Jack Grealish. Fabrizio, give it the here we go. And for me, with Everton, they've actually upgraded the team this summer. David Moyes had a rallying cry, like Daniel Farker has said as well. We need more signings. Everton have given him Dewsbury Hall. They're now giving him Grealish, and there'll probably be more to add to it. And when you just think of a Moyes system and what they've added, for me, and just Everton's history, people, they don't get relegated. So for me, I have to see it to believe it with this football club. I don't think they're going to get relegated, but what I do see is that they're going to be stronger for the game at Ellen Road, and that's why we do need to get in more pieces before Monday's game. And people say Dewsbury Hall, Grealish haven't played too much over the last year. Moyes, Everton will know their fitness. Jack Grealish has been working extremely hard, as he does every summer, to keep himself fit, so he'll be ready to go. Do they last the full 90? Who knows, but they could give you a good 60, and that's probably all it will take. So we're going to have to be on the lookout for this one in our first game. But yeah, Everton just making more moves to make them even more solid. And for me, they're not even in the relegation conversation, in my opinion. Sunderland, we've been saying about Sunderland, they're buying a lot of players, but they need centre backs. Where they've done that one. They've got Alderete from Getafe for around 10 million. Some people saying 12 million, but Fabrizio put 10 million here. So they've addressed one of their needs. Good, strong centre back. We'll see how he adapts to the Premier League. But again, Sunderland addressing their needs, getting the deal done, and there you are. I think that's like the 10th signing of the summer. They're just getting on with their business, people. They identify a need and get on with it. And, that's admirable. If it works, great. If it doesn't, at least they give it the best shot that they could. And I respect it. Now, for us, we know we need fullbacks, people. We have needs. I've been talking in this video about upfront creative. We need 2 fullbacks, people. Byram has to be the 5th choice. He needs to be the break, in case of emergency, break open glass. He cannot be one of the rotating wingbacks for me. Fullbacks can't happen. We need a left back and we need a right back. Goodmanson, Bogle need cover. Schmidt will leave for sure before this window. I'm certain of it. We need 2 fullbacks. And Tsimikas, we've been linked with him previously. Forest have been linked with him too. He's expected to leave. Is he available on a loan? That would be good to utilize the loan slot for him. That would be really good to see him in the door. Then you got Tsimikas and Goodmanson. I like that combination of left backs for where we are. I think that would be a really good combination. Is it possible? But if he's at the sales of what Liverpool have been doing this summer with their inflated fees, then we'll leave it alone, because they'll probably be looking for 25 million, and that's not going to happen. But somebody else who is also, could be available for loan, and we've been linked with him again, is Àlex Moreno. We've been linked with him previously, but Àlex Moreno is there, people. Villa don't want him. Digne signed a new contract. They've got Maatsen in there. Moreno is surplus to requirements. According to reports, they could be looking for a small fee, just a really small fee, or they could be willing to send him out on loan as long as his wages is covered. Moreno, Goodmanson, I've said it before, I'd be happy with that combination. Really happy with that combination for where we are. Moreno is a solid two-way defender, and we're going to need that. Get one of these in. This is what I'm saying, people. Moreno isn't the only one. Fullbacks, especially left backs, are not hard to acquire. They're really not. They're not hard to acquire. Get this done. Don't leave the squad short. Don't leave Daniel Farke short. Make sure the bases are covered as best as possible. But listen, people, what say you? How are you feeling today with 7 days to go? Hope everyone's good. Thank you to Terence for the super thanks on the last video. Much appreciated. Please like the video before you go. It's free to do, helps out the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.